Hello guys, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses and our playthrough that is ongoing, of course, and we are today up against Pegasus. So Pegasus was one of the decent duels I always felt in the base game. It was cool, at least. It was something different because of his toon terrain, and he was fairly challenging, like compared to the other AI duelists. So I'm going to be really interested to see what the duel is like today. So of course we've been going on we're going to head straight in here. But yeah, we've been going on a decent run of form on this side of the game. So yeah, I mean we have played against the easier duelists thus far. So I think that the difficulty should start to ramp up quite significantly. It has been a little challenging, but we've done well. Aqua is doing really well for us. So yeah, so let's immediately have a look at what's changed on the field. So first things first, we can see a lot of toon terrain. This is one map idea which I think you do really have to hear from the man himself behind the mod. So I wouldn't have guessed what the theme was behind it. So the theme is that it's like a carousel in the center of it to try and keep that circus theme going. So I assume that each of the labyrinth tiles around here is like one of the animals that you would see on the carousel, so like the horses going around. It is, I mean, obviously it's very limited making the tiles for the game, or making maps using the tiles that are already in the game. It does limit your creativity somewhat, but it's cool. There's a bunch of toon in the middle, and yeah, I mean that's really gonna help him out, I'm sure. And then his deck leader, Bakuri Box, which I feel is Illusionist Faceless Mage was really cool, but I think that Bakuri Box kind of sums up Pegasus pretty well. Like, it's a really wacky card, and it always seemed like more of a signature card to me for Pegasus than what Illusionist Faceless Mage was. So like Illusionist Faceless let me try that again. Illusionist Faceless Mage was a really cool card. Like, I like it, but this just screams more Pegasus to me. So yeah, so Fiend, strong in toon terrain, and his abilities: extended support range, increased strength for same type friendlies, and weaken specific enemy type as well. So yeah, so a Fiend based deck, so probably going to be Toon and Fiend, I believe. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he is going to play against us today. So yeah, let's head straight into this. So we're going to head straight into this toon terrain. We're obviously going to take a lot of damage from him. Okay, so we can immediately make ourselves an Aqua Dragon and actually strengthen that up. So I think we're going to do that. So that is really going to help us right off the bat instantly. So yeah, so let's just go straight into the next turn. We're not going to summon anything this time around. And we'll just send an Aqua Dragon in, so we'll just strengthen that up right away. So let's head down this side so that we avoid the labyrinth tile that is to his left. So Cursive Dragon, High Tide. Alright, so immediately a strong Aqua Dragon. It doesn't look so strong now, but obviously whatever battle that gets into, it's going to change terrain into water. So that's really going to help us straight off the bat. Now, I don't know if we want to send that directly in against whatever that card might be ahead of him. So I don't know if we want to bait that out somewhat. Let's do this. So we'll go... Whoops. Why wouldn't that make... Oh no, Aqua and Dragon, never mind. Okay, well, we'll just bait that out for right now. I don't want to go over that in case that is a trap, so we'll test if it is a limited range trap. So let's see. Okay, so we've got a Shape Snatch right over here. So let's drop Shape Snatch down. We'll move our Enchanted Mermaid across to there. Okay, so that is a trap. So that's fine. We can then just bring our Aqua Dragon across and just toss Enchanting Mermaid out. We don't want to take that life point damage. And do we just attack straight into that? We may as well. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so Toon Summon Skull. So instantly a lot of power on that. So we're going to take the life point damage, but that's fine because Toon Summon Skull is going to be destroyed, and that is going to create this crushed terrain on his left, our right. So he's not really going to be able to summon too much that's going to... Well, I don't know what he has in his deck, but I highly doubt that it's very weak monsters that would just be able to you know, take advantage of this crushed terrain. Okay, so whatever that is fine to go on the crush. So we'll see what that's going to be. Okay, so Bakuri Box, we are going to obviously get the terrain change. And that's going to allow us to get rid of Bakuri Box, so nice play for us. Okay, so I have a feeling that that is probably a spell or a trap. So let's just move in on that with our Goblin Secret Remedy. Okay, so Mesmeric Control. Okay, so that's spellbound, and on the next turn we can always activate that, or whenever it's available to activate. Just charge in on him with Aqua Dragon. Okay, so he's going to keep running from us. And we're basically backing him into a corner right now, which is, you know, fantastic for us. I'm going to get rid of a bunch of what we do have in our hand for right now. Okay, so he is going to summon in and attack us directly. Ooh, 2,700 Soul Hunter. So I'm sure you guys are noticing with that boost, well, I'll actually show you now real quick. So Soul Hunter is gaining that terrain boost on the Toon terrain as well. So it doesn't say it in the special info, but this is one of the secret Toons that Clovis and the guys added into the game. So yeah, pretty cool. So that does obviously receive that terrain boost. I'm wondering right now what we should do though. So we can attack directly into him with... Okay, cool, we'll take the Destiny Draw real quick. Okay, we got a Ryoku as well, so... Okay, cool, so Ryoku is going to definitely save us here, so we'll just go Deep Sea Shark, and we'll just Ryoku him up. And attack directly in with our 4,325 attack Deep Sea Shark. We could have probably attacked into Soul Hunter. I don't know if he would have shown up in the graveyard. But yeah. Cool, victory guys. And it was a reasonably quick one, less than 10 minutes. Aqua Dragon has been promoted. Do we have anything in the slots? We do. We actually have some Bakuri boxes in the slots. Those or the, I mean the Mesmeric Controls would be really nice to have as well. I'd like to try and get a 3 in a row, of course, but if we can get Mesmeric Control, I think that'll help us more than Bakuri Box. Okay, so nothing there. Let's see if we can line up a Mesmeric Control. No, we can't, so we'll take that and then go for a Bakuri Box. Nope. Okay, cool. So we got a Mesmeric Control out of it. This is why I rely so much on Reincarnation, guys, because... Yeah, 3 in a row is not a reliable way for me unless I'm really grinding them out. Okay, cool. So Pegasus is going to tell us, by the way, I don't have any rose cards. Sorry, you wasted your time dueling me. So, so yeah, so that went really well. We do have a... Okay, let's just save this real quick. So we do have a Reincarnation available to us. Again, we don't really have the, you know, highest deck cost cards at all, so I think I'm going to see what we have, and I'm going to decide from there what. And we've got this, but I don't really want to get rid of Anti-Magic Fragrance. There's only one available in the game. We can duplicate that. but I don't really want to get rid of it, otherwise we'll never be able to get that again. So I'm going to go through what we have. I'm probably going to go for a little bit of a lower deck cost card, maybe an equip or something like that. I'll see. So I'm gonna do that real quick, guys. I'm gonna do a bit of a jump cut for you so you don't have to sit through all of that, and I'm going to be right back with the hopefully good news of what we are going to strengthen our deck with. So I'm gonna see you guys after the jump. Hey guys, look who's back. So I have some good news. So I did a few reincarnations. It's pretty limited, like, to try and get stuff which is going to be very suitable for our deck, especially because of the deck cost limitations. So I decided to just do just reincarnate a block attack and see what we would find from that. And as you can see, we got another Aqua Chorus. We've got a Pot the Trick as well. That's not really going to help us out unless, you know, we end up fighting against someone who has a lot of paralyzing potions or stuff which is going to spellbind us, but that hasn't really been too much of an issue. The biggest thing is getting another Aqua Chorus so we can strengthen our monsters up even further. So we're going to want to get rid of something in our deck. I'm not sure what just yet, just to free up some room for that. I mean, do we get rid of Invisible Wire? I feel like a lot of the monsters that we're going up against are just ending up being stronger than 3000 attack in any case. And I'd rather have, you know, traps like Tears of the Mermaid, things like that. So we do have our Tears of the Mermaid. What we can do is we can get rid of, so let's pop in Aqua Chorus. We can get rid of one Tears of the Mermaid, I guess, to add in a Mesmeric Control, because that's going to do more than what Tears of the Mermaid is going to. It's going to reduce life points more. How many monsters do we have as opposed to traps, actually? So we've got 27 monsters. Do we get rid of... Maybe we should get rid of one monster and get in another trap card into this deck. That might be more useful. So let's see what we have deck cost wise and get rid of something which is maybe just bricking the deck a little. We can get rid of one Enchanting Mermaid, I guess. Because all we're sort of using those for is fusion material anyway. Yeah, it's a tough decision. Because I mean, I really want to add that in. I feel like maybe we do have too many monsters in the deck as opposed to traps, and the traps are going to help us out in the long run. So let's take out... Or do we just take out one of these rare fish? Because we're not really fusing too often into Marine Beast at the moment anyway. So maybe take out one rare fish and we'll pop in a Mesmeric Control. Yeah, that seems good. Cool. So yeah, so having the two Aqua Chorus is really going to help us, I think. It's going to, obviously that's a 1200 swing if we have both of those on and activate them together. So it'll take a little bit of planning to get that right. So we've opened up Ishtar and we've opened up Labyrinth Ruler. Now, as far as I know, these two are two of the more powerful duels in the game, so we will leave those for later on. So we do have Keith open, we have, so Keith as well as Necromancer. So I think what we should do is, let's go right next door from Pegasus. We will head into Keith and he will be our duel for today, our second duel for the episode. So Keith's consults, you managed to beat a few minor duelists, blah, 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 blah. Let's see how you fare against my machines. So again, his initial map layout is going to be pretty harsh on us unless we can lay some water down. So you can see a lot of wasteland terrain. That's obviously going to be the case as always with a machine deck, but it is more mazy, dare I say. So you got a lot of different routes to go through. I mean, you never reach a dead end, but there's a lot of roundabout ways that you can go, separated by these 2 labyrinth tiles in each quadrant. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool layout. It gives you a lot of options. It also gives you the option to just bomb down the center of the map, which a lot of the maps in the Redux don't really allow you to do. So that is a viable option here. Although there is a very intimidating Metal Zoa on the other end of that. So his machine, deck leader, Metal Zoa, was always a slot machine. But yeah, Metal Zoa I think was one of the coolest cards that I ever saw Keith play in the, I believe he played it in the anime. And yeah, really, really cool. So increased movement, level cost reduction for summoning same type, and the movement boost for the same type friendlies. So that again is what makes machines so powerful, is that mobility that they have, and by facing a Secretary of Defense deck leader which has those abilities, I am a little worried about trying to chase him down, or him simply chasing our deck leader down. So before we even advance in on him, okay, perfect, so we have an Umi available right away. So what I'm going to do is let's immediately throw down Tears of the Mermaid. We want to throw Umi down as far forward as possible. So hopefully he's going to attack straight in on this Tears of the Mermaid. Okay, perfect. So that's a Gatekeeper that he's laid down. So power decrease on that, 1400 attack. And we can then throw down our Umi, which is definitely what we are going to want to do. So Umi, flip that face up. And we're going to make that nice big plus sign of water in front of us. So yeah, so you can see his Gatekeeper is down to 400. And I don't know if he's bricked or what the case is. Cool, and we can bring out our Roaring Ocean Snake now as well. So we're going to bring that straight in, attack directly into his Gatekeeper. 2,200 points of life point damage. And Keith is in a bad way. I mean, I would assume that he's going to move away from us to his left-hand side. But that was about as good of a start as we could have hoped for. Okay, so he's only going to move 1 spot, which is a little strange. Okay, so Barrel Dragon. Ooh. Okay, so Barrel Dragon, really cool card. Even cooler now because of the uncensored model. So as you can see, he doesn't have those magic guns anymore. He's got the proper guns, and we can see on the card art as well, he looks so much cooler than the censored art. Like it sucks so much that the game has been censored as much as it has in the West. It's always been weird to me with, like, you know, what gun laws and things being what they are, like how scared anyone is to to have guns displayed. Like it's really weird, really weird for me. But anyway, so we'll just drop down Mesmeric Control. We don't really have too many monsters that we're able to play. We'll just move our deck leader here, at least for now. We'll see what he's going to play in on us. So he's going to keep his Barrel Dragon in defense, which is interesting. Okay, so we've got a Labyrinth Tank here, which has been Mesmeric controlled. If we get a powerful enough draw, I think this duel might already be over. Yes, I mean, we've got Shape Snatch, who's going to take Metal Zoa's attack. So I think... Am I right in saying this duel is done, guys? Okay, so duel done. That was again easier than I'd thought. I did think that the water terrain swing was going to be extremely drastic because of the fact that it weakens him as well as strengthens us. So it essentially drops him by, you know, a whole bunch. And we only have 1 card available in the slots. So we'll go for Gatekeeper. Oh, we missed it anyway. So we get 1 Gatekeeper out of that. But that was again a very quick duel. An extremely quick duel. I am wondering if we should just go straight into Necromancer. We may as well. I mean, that was like really quick. So yeah. So Metal Zoa down for the count. And yeah, I'm not even going to waste time changing our deck, looking at any of that. We'll just go straight into Necromancer because I feel like we've had 2 very short duels today. So we may as well go for a third, right? Make it a triple header of sorts. So Necromancer, we can see a field divided into two basically. So we've got the dark Yami tiles on our side, and then a bigger four row quadrants or 4 row half on Necromancer's end, with all wasteland tiles, which we will need to get rid of ASAP, because that of course is going to ruin our aqua deck strategies. So he's got a Pumpkin, King of the Ghosts. I believe that was already his deck leader in the base game. Of course, Pumpkin is a pretty infamous card in the game. I know a lot of people played the, basically flip up Pumpkin and wait strategy. It was never one that I played. I never really played any zombie decks. I was always Fairy and Dragon myself, and Winged Beasts. But yeah, he's got a decent flip effect, but only when you can manipulate the AI. The AI unfortunately never comes to you, and that's why this was always such a viable strategy in the base, because you knew that you could just stand back, power up everything, till Kingdom Come, and then just bomb your monsters towards him. So it kind of breaks the game, unfortunately. If only the AI was a little more aggressive, it wouldn't have been such a viable option. But yeah, it is what it is. So extended support range, increased strength for same type friendlies, weaken specific enemy type. So again, as always, we're going to want to keep out of his range as much as possible, or at least use our own deck leader's range to mitigate that as much as we possibly can. So we've got a Tongyo that can decrease the strength of something that he's going to bring forward, but I think that we need to focus on laying down water as much as we can. So I'm going to stay exactly as we are for right now, so that we can send forth a Roaring Ocean Snake come the next turn. So he's going to immediately start moving across to his right hand side, so we will mirror him. So let's do this, and we'll drop down our Roaring Ocean Snake and immediately move that forward, and we'll hope that he's going to attack directly into us, so that he's going to lose his zombie bonus, well, his deck leader bonus. Cool. So what has he got in store for us? So our Roaring Ocean Snake, of course, 2,600 attack. Okay, so very close call that. So Great Mammoth of Goldfire and 2,500. Thank goodness we baited him out into attacking onto our deck leader, or onto our card rather, out of his deck leader's ability range. So what we can do is, again, we can actually just play this safe, I think, because we can do our Fish and Pyro together will make us a 5-star Aqua on the next turn, and we can then use Curse of Dragon. We can make an Aqua Dragon on the next turn, so we'll just keep our Roaring Ocean Snake there outside of the range of his deck leader. Again, I feel like we've got to go safety first here, and then we can throw down our... Oh wait, what? Oh, Aqua and Pyro, not Fish and Pyro. Okay, fair enough. So let's just move our Roaring Ocean Snake there. Hopefully we'll save that Curse of Dragon for when we really need it. Guys, I don't know how we've gotten this far with the just stupid mistakes that I make sometimes, but oh well. Okay, we do have an Aqua Chorus as well. So let's do this. Maybe we can bait... let's see if we can bait this card out into attacking Tongyo. And hopefully get that decrease. Okay, no, so he's not going to play that way. That's fine, we'll take our time as much as we possibly can. Let's just drop down our Aqua Chorus. Yeah, there's no need to rush this. Okay, so he's not going to play anything at the moment. Move Curse of Dragon forward. Okay, so we can make a Karyushin. Oh no, never mind. Okay, what we can do is let's, yeah, I don't know, I've got my fusions all wrong today. So let's take our Starboy, we'll keep that to power up our 2 Roaring Ocean Snakes when we activate Aqua Chorus. Let's go with that as the plan. And then, yeah. Okay, so he is summoning more in on us, which could possibly cause some issues. Okay, so I think let's attack in with Curse of Dragon. We may as well see if this is a trap in front of him. Okay, so it definitely was a magic card of some sort. So that was a magic jammer. Thank goodness we did that. Otherwise we would have been in some real trouble with our Aqua Chorus. What we can do is actually on this turn lay down Dark Piercing Light so that we can see what we have ahead of us before we continue any further. So yeah, so let's do that. He is going to possibly move now that we've got Curse of Dragon directly ahead of him, or he'll attack in on us. Okay, so 3,500 Great Mammoth of Gold, fine. We'll take the life point hit. Cool, so alright, so let us firstly activate Dark Piercing Light, see what we have to deal with on the field in front of us. Okay, so he's got a Call of the Haunted in front of us. That's not really going to do anything to us. Patrician of Darkness with 3,000 attack, almost the Blue Eyes if the defense was 100 more. And then a very strong Dakura Rider here with 3,400. As well as a Spellbinding Circle that we are going to want to avoid as much as possible. So, now that we know what is ahead of us, we can send our Tongyo forward. So we may as well do that. Get rid of the Call of the Haunted. We can also then throw down a Roaring Ocean Snake. We do not want to combine High Tide with that. So yes, we can throw down our Roaring Ocean Snake directly in front of us, and we can then flip up our Aqua Boy, which will strengthen all of these guys. Aqua Boy can go on the next turn. We can activate Aqua Chorus. It's going to make us some very strong Roaring Ocean Snakes on the field, and then Roaring Ocean Snake can then take out Great Mammoth of Goldfine. So we're going to want to play around the Spellbinding Circle as much as possible until we can just lay down a magic card that can just, you know, get spellbound by that, which doesn't really matter. So there we go. I don't know what that glitch was. So yeah, my control just stopped doing anything there. I had to just reload. So okay, so Spellbinding Circle we're going to want to avoid. We can actually just... yeah, we're going to have to wait this next turn out, I think. So we'll just move our Roaring Ocean Snake one space forward. And we'll see what this guy's going to do. So Patrician of Darkness attacking directly into our Tongyo. Okay, so we're going to take the life point damage, that's fine. What is the Dakura Rider's effect actually? So is he's gonna change spaces to Wasteland, is that right? So during movement transforms terrain of entered space into Wasteland terrain. That's fine because our Roaring Ocean Snake can just change that right back. So I mean, we can also attack directly in on Pumpkin, but I would really like to know if Dakura Rider becomes available in the slots. So let's go for that. I mean, I don't think he's going to be a slot card. I think because he is one of the rituals, I think he's just too cool to be available in the slots. But it's cool to just check and find out anyway. So Roaring Ocean Snake here can just take out the Patrician of Darkness. Our snakes are just running rampant at the moment. And then what do we have available here? So So yeah, we can get rid of the Spellbinding Circle in the meantime. So let's just throw Tears of the Mermaid across to here. Because I mean, either way, if it's sitting there, it's still gonna do what it needs to. It's still gonna activate if it has to. So yeah, I think that we are golden for right now. His life points are fairly low, so let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, so he's gonna move his Spellbinding Circle to get spellbound by our Tears of the Mermaid. And yeah, I think that's the duel done, guys. So yeah, I'm not even gonna bother summoning. Do I bother summoning something? Maybe I just summon something and put it face up for a turn. Yeah, let's do that, and then just Roaring Ocean Snake deserves the final hit. And that is our third duelist for the day, done and dusted. He's out of here. So that's one pumpkin turned into squash, guys. You're welcome. So yeah, Roaring Ocean Snake has been promoted again. He's really been our MVP. Like, if Aqua Dragon was more reliable to summon, he would have been, you know, really cool as well. So anyway, so we can go for possibly the Spellbinding Circles would be really nice. So if we can get a Spellbinding Circle out of this, there we go. Now, do I try and line up the 3 in a row, or do I go for a Magic Jammer? Let's see if I can line up the 3 in a row. I mean, I doubt it. Nope. Okay, so we have got a 3 in a row opportunity up on the top. Again, I know I'm probably not going to hit it. Nope. So Spellbinding Circle and a Dark Energy. So Spellbinding Circle will definitely have a place in our deck. I'll see what we're going to get rid of. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for today, guys. So very, very, very productive day today. So 3 duelists down, all in quick succession. And then we basically have, what, 3 more duelists to go. So Labyrinth Ruler as well as Ishtar. So next episode, I think we will take on Ishtar herself. And yeah, we're going to take it from there, see how long the duel takes. I think they are going to be a fairly decent difficulty jump, especially because Ishtar is also water. So she's going to have that same boost that we do. Unless that's changed, I'm not sure. I haven't actually dueled Ishtar as of yet. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what she does and if we can take her down. So yeah, I feel very good about today's episode. I think we did really well, guys. I'm happy to have another Aqua Chorus in our deck. We're getting that much stronger. It's becoming very difficult to find cards to really strengthen our deck outside of 3 in a rows. And if we can get some stronger cards for Reincarnation, but at this point, we're doing okay. We're heading to the end of the game. We have 3 White Rose cards to still get, and I can't wait to, you know, to get them soon. Let's say it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you very much for all your support so far in the series, guys. I really appreciate it. Of course, I'm going to be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Can't wait to see you there, and bye for now.